What was Vince like behind the scenes?
It's cool.
Cool.
He's intimidating. You know what I mean? Like what he is on TV, it's kind of what he is. You know, he's
Oh,
he's
yeah.
a big, powerful man, and he's physically intimidating too. He's a huge dude. You
Right,
know?
right.
So, yeah, man, that was his whole thing, man. He's cool though.
Did you find him personable? Like personable where you could approach him and talk to him, or were you like kind of nervous to be?
Yeah, he wouldn't let me call him Mr. McMahon. It was always Vince.
Oh,
you know?
really?
Yeah, so he was awesome.
Now you got to work with Vince at the Vengeance pay-per-view, which you can't get any bigger than that.
Yeah.
What are your memories of working the main event with Vince?
That was awesome. They flew me in like 2 weeks before, so it's like Stamford, and we went to their training facility, and we worked it out in the ring actually.
Right.
And we just went over and over and over and over because the main event. It was such a and Vince doesn't work full time, and I was still green, and very green, so we had to go over and over. And like they flew me in a day early before the pay-per-view. They set up a ring in some kind of like community hall, like little center, just for me and Vince to go over like twice,
Wow.
2 more times. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we went over it like so many times, man. And it wasn't that much. Nothing really happened in that match. It wasn't that, you know what I mean? But we had to make sure it was perfect. You know what I mean?
Who was the guy, the road agent that was with you guys for that?
It was a couple. It was Michael Hayes, Tom Pritchard, Shane was there. Shane McMahon was there. I think one other person maybe. Yeah, we all went over it.
Now, as far as doing your match with Vince, I mean, how nervous were you? Here you are working with the owner of the company and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wasn't that nervous. I was nervous about being in Colorado because I was nervous about getting blown up.
Right,
In
the air.
Up in the air, yeah. But once we got in the ring, it was just he was another wrestler. You know what I mean? So like we went all out.
Right. Did he joke around at all? Or was he like all business as far as?
All business, man. Like he doesn't like when it comes to like stuff like that. He's not really one to joke around with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Did when you guys were like botching spots or anything like that, like what's his reaction? Because people really can't picture Vince goofing around and stuff like that.
Right? Yeah. No, man. He's 100% serious, and we went over everything so many times, so like everything went out pretty much as planned, except when I broke his head open.
That's my next question. I was going to ask what happened with that.
Yeah. Oh, well, we had that spot set up. You know what I mean? But he turned the chair the wrong way, so he had the edge of the chair on his head, and I saw that. I'm like, I can't like not kick him. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it. Bam, hard as I could have kicked him, and yeah. And then I look over, like the mat's red, and he gets up, all this blood. I'm like, oh shit, dude, like I'm in trouble. But he was really cool about it. Yeah.
I was going to ask you what happened after the match backstage with Vince.
Yeah, we went backstage, and he went to the doctor, the trainer there, and they're stitching him up and whatnot, and they're filming it. Like maybe as a DVD extra or something. He's like, that's Zach Gowen. I'm gonna get him. Look what you did to me. He's cutting a promo while he's getting stitched up. You know what I mean? So like it worked out fine. But I'm not sure if they ever released it or not. But yeah, he was cutting a promo while he's getting stitched up.
So you never got heat or anything like that, or
no, man.
any of the boys rib you?
No, he loved it. Like Vince, he's like, oh, that was great. You know what I mean? So I liked it too.
What about the Kiss My Ass Club angle where you had low blowed Vince?
Right. Yeah, that was fun. I was up there with Stephanie. And I forgot what she said though, but like Vince is like wow, going nuts. His pants are down. He's acting crazy walking around, And Stephanie said a joke to me in my ear for some reason. I started laughing.
In the ring?
Yeah, in the ring. I'm like, why you ribbing me? You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to be serious now, But yeah, then I low blowed him, and what happened was I low blowed him, and I threw my cane at him, and I walked out with Stephanie. And he was so mad, he started like hitting the cane against the ropes and stuff. And he threw the cane bounced off the ropes, hit a fan in the face.
Ooh.
Yeah, when they went to commercial. So like they brought the girl backstage, and like everyone's like, hey, what's up? They're throwing T-shirts and like tickets and whatnot. But yeah, man, that's what happened. It was crazy.
How was Stephanie? What was she like?
Oh man, she's awesome, man. She's the sweetest person I've ever met in my life. She's really nice, and she's just great.
What about Triple H? What was he like?
He was cool too, because like me and Steph would do like press tours and whatnot. You know what I mean? So and Triple H would come along, obviously.
Right.
And like I remember one time we were in Colorado, we had like a 2-hour limo ride. I'm back there with Triple H, and we just talk about the Road Warriors the whole time. You know what I mean? Yeah, we were just like marking out like the whole AWA stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's really cool.
What are your memories of the angle? I guess where Vince got you arrested for assault, and I guess that was the match where Hogan got counted out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I had to do that day. I came out with Hogan because the week before I grabbed Vince,
right,
and he came out and arrested me for assault, and that was it. It was really easy.
And I guess what do you remember of the arm wrestling contest you had with Vince?
I thought it was ridiculous. Like
Huh.
I watch it now, I can't even watch it because his arm is bigger than my head.
Right.
You know, and I'm scared than I am now. You know what I mean? And like he was selling like I was coming back and I was gonna almost beat him and stuff. You know, they kicked out my leg. It's like he could have, you know, like that, no problem. It was ridiculous. It was fun though.
How was Sable to work with?
Fun, man. She's hot. And,
Oh, yeah.
You know, I grew up watching Sable. You know, so I got to make out with her and touch her boobs and stuff.
I was gonna ask you the seduction angle. How was
Yeah,
that?
man, that was fun. Like it's hard to watch now because I was so bad back then. You know what I mean? But like just the memory of making out with her and touching her boobs, that was kind of cool.